What's up, people? It's your man, Urban Love, reporting live and direct from your mama's basement. The Lakers play the Sacramento Kings. The Lakers pick up their third win in a row. Sacramento Kings, watching the game, the Sacramento Kings, they start line up, their front line is consists of some big dudes besides Harrison Barnes. Barnes is like, I think, 6'9", I believe, 6'8", 6'9". But the dude, Jones and Bagley, I think what they were trying to do, it was establish their inside game. And I think they couldn't really establish it. I'm not going to say they couldn't establish it. I think it was more that and that's the thing about a point guard versus a shoot first, pass second type of guard. Now, Fox is actually the point guard, but I think, I don't know how Sacramento running his squad. I think he might be playing the two now, and Halliburton might be playing the point guard. So I don't really know, but I know Halliburton had more passes or assists, compared to Fox. Fox, like I say, shoot first, pass second type of guard. But I think that the coaching staff wanted to establish the inside, but they couldn't really get it established the way they wanted to, similar to how the Lakers been getting, beat on the inside in the paint. And I think that's what they tried to do, but it didn't work out. Anyway, we finally get to see Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard played 20-something minutes, 20-something minutes that were actually crucial to the game, because a lot of times when he was in the game, we had a chance to take some leads and also control that paint as well. And like I said earlier, if you actually get Dwight more involved in the offense, he'd be much more motivated to play even harder. If he just run down the court blocking shots and getting in position, preventing opponents from getting in the paint and being able to score and all that, and then you're not rewarding them. After a while, as a human being, it will take a toll on you emotionally. Now he might keep it to himself, but you still want to be rewarded. You know what I'm saying? If you're playing defense and we want to be part of that offense as well. But anyway, let's just look at the stats. Like I said before, Sacramento Kings, they came out, they kept it close, and the Lakers took a nice slow lead, and the Kings took a nice slow lead. They kept it close. The biggest thing I say over and over again, is that when the Lakers decide to go small, that's when we start to run into a lot of problems. When they actually are playing like big, when they're actually utilizing their bigs, that's when they're actually more beneficial. When everybody's playing their position, where Dwight Howard doesn't have to come out all the time and catch up on a switch and while playing a guard, instead of leaving his man who's probably 6'10" on somebody that's 6'3", 6'4" for an easy layup. But like I said, the way Sacramento is set up, they don't find the extra man for the easy layup. They like to shoot a lot. And that's what kept them in the game. In reality of it, if they actually would have attacked the basket, Sacramento Kings could have actually ran away with this game. You know what I'm saying? Because you'd have got LeBron and them in foul trouble that made them have to put Dwight in earlier. But in the simple fact that this comes down to coaching. So as you can see, Sacramento Kings, they didn't take advantage of the opportunity. Instead, they just let their players shoot threes all day. And like I said, it still kept them in the game. But like I said, if you actually attack the paint, it probably been a better opportunity for you to win. But anyway, the Lakers, if you look at them like that, THT, I've been hard on you, and I'm going to continue to be hard on you, because I feel as though at the end of the day that you have potential. Like I said about Westbrook as well, both of y'all erratic. Y'all need to slow down. Get more within the pace of the game. There's nothing wrong with if you got a fast break and you ain't got three defenders on you, in front of you, then yeah, go ahead and attack the basket, whatever it is that you can do. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, sometimes you have to slow down and read the defense. Don't be so quick to, get in that paint, because him and TC and Westbrook, they both have a problem that once they get in that paint, it's like, what do I do next? You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of their turnovers and mishaps come from once they get into that paint. I think Westbrook, his biggest thing is that he always used to have, like I said before, a center with him. And as for THT, I can't really explain too much the reason he turned over. I just think that he just make bad decisions at the poorest times. That's how I look at it. But this game right here, THT actually, he showed off. And my hat goes off to THT. Hats off to you, brother. You showed off. I got to give you honor where honor's due. You came in, you did what you had to do. You dropped the numbers. Malik Monk, you already know what Malik Monk. Malik Monk does him. Malik Monk has been the X factor throughout this whole season so far. Now that he's actually getting more touches, he's getting more into the rhythm. When he first started out, he wasn't really he was getting minutes, but not as much. Because for the heart of me, Vogel was trying his best to run. I don't know what he was running. It just didn't fit. But I'm glad Malik Monk is actually getting the opportunity to shine. And LeBron James, the unsung hero at the end, you already know what he did. He scored the last couple buckets. The last one was an N1, to actually put it away. Sacramento still tried to make a run for it, but, the Lakers prevailed, and we wound up winning 3 in a row. Now, LeBron James, he went 20 for 26. Didn't shoot good behind the three-point arc. I'm not really a big fan of somebody taking 10, 12 threes. Unless you're hot. You know what I mean? If you hot, then hey, by all means, knock it down. But if you just sit back shooting threes, two things: you either tired and you don't want to attack the basket, you're just tired. And that's what I'm trying to tell fans. I know at the end of the day, a lot of LeBron points come from shooting threes and taking jumpers. But the reality of it is this: you down there, you playing center, and then you bringing the ball down majority of the time too, along with Westbrook. Over the course of time, you're going to get tired, and you can see it sometimes in LeBron's on defense. Let's be honest. On defense, you see when he gets tired, and sometimes you see where he act like he's not registered in the game. I mean, we got to call for what it is. But at the same time, I don't put all the blame on him. Some of that goes down to the coaching as well, because you want this man to play center. And, like I said, these guys are physical. They're banging bodies with him. I mean, he got knocked down twice. And, most people call that a charge. But, it is what it is. They were trying, like I said, Sacramento was trying to establish their in the paint possessions, but they just couldn't get in a rhythm. Because, like I said, with Fox and Fields and all them dudes, they were just, Bobby Field. Yeah. What I'm talking about, Hill. I said Bobby Field. What am I thinking about Bobby Field? Oh, anyway, Bobby Hill. Like I said, them guys, all he wanted to do was shoot threes and take jumpers. And Fox, like I say, he liked to attack the basket. But at the end of the day, we still won. Trevor Ariza played 18 minutes. I'm still trying to figure out why he's starting Ariza. I mean, I'm just saying, like, why don't you just don't start Dwight Howard at center and put LeBron at power forward? It just makes sense. I mean, because then when Davidson come back, Ariza ain't going to be playing, or you're going to move one of those guys. You're not going to move Westbrook, let's be honest. You're not going to move Westbrook. And Bradley and Monk have been playing pretty good, in that rotation. So who are you going to move? My thing at the end of the day is this, that, I would, like I said, Ariza is okay and all that, but he's not really giving you nothing. And don't get me wrong, I like the dude Johnson. I don't know if they re-signed him yet. I don't know what's going on with that situation, but I like Stanley Johnson because his energy is much more hyped than Ariza. Plus, y'all keep in mind, Ariza old now, man. He ain't gonna be able to move around like the dude Johnson can. Johnson can move around. He's young dude, hungry, want another chance in the NBA. So he's gonna come out playing a little more aggressive, a little bit more hungry because he's trying to make a roster. I'm hoping that the Lakers don't mess around and screw up and lose out on dude, because I think he's pretty good as a defensive player. Ariza should be coming off that bench, whenever they really need some defensive stops. But other than that, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not knocking them, but you got to get some young guys out there too with some of them old guys, man. So they can get out and run. You know what I'm saying? Because we not really. Another thing that hurt the Lakers too, we don't have really no fast breaks. It's like we only have like 4 or 5 fast breaks. We show the oldness within our team. Like a lot of them guys don't want to get out and run. And I think that when LeBron go to the bench, Westbrook should be around there with a bunch of young guys, that can get out and run, so that way they can get out there and get some quicker, easier buckets without turning the ball over. And Westbrook, kudos to you for not having no turnovers in this game, but it don't matter to me. The game was still kind of close. Whether he had 7 turnovers or not, it could have been the deciding factor. We don't know. But at the end of the day, we won, so it is what it is. He didn't, like I said, Westbrook was 7 for 19, 0 for 1 behind the 3-point, only 5-8 free throw line. He only had 7 rebounds, 2 crucial offensive rebounds, should I say. A lot of people don't even, they don't ever count those stats. They always look at the turnovers. They don't count the stats that mean something. But he had 2 crucial offensive rebounds. Like I say, he only had 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Yeah, 1 block. Bradley, Bradley, I call him utility man. It basically played pretty good defense. And that's what he basically did. He played defense. He was able to knock down shots when it was called for him. And that's all you want for Bradley. And Malik Monk, you already know what Malik Monk is, man. Malik Monk is in the zone right now. 6'11", like I tell you, he's the best shooter in our team. 6'11" behind the 3-point. Like I said before, I don't mind you taking a lot of threes unless you're. I don't mind you taking a lot of threes if you're knocking them down. But if you're like 1 for 11, nah, man, you gotta stop and figure out what's the next thing, man. Do something else to help contribute to the team. Because I keep telling people, missing shots is just like turning the ball over as well. Allowing the defense to grab offensive rebounds and get second and third, fourth chance points is no different than like you giving up 7 turnovers as well. All this go hand in hand because it benefits the opponents. When you miss shots, that means the opponent's grabbing the rebound and they're going down there and scoring. So that's why I say you shoot 3, hopefully that you're hot. If you're not hot, find another way to score. Attack the basket, shoot jumpers, whatever. Get into a rhythm. Get to the free throw line. Find another way to get into the rhythm. But anyway, Malik Monk, 37 minutes, 8-15, 6 for 11 behind the arc. 2-4 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 1 offensive board, 4 assists, 1 steal, a block. He did a turnover, but that don't really matter because we basically had under 10 turnovers. Excuse me. we had basically under 10 turnovers, which was good. Carmelo Anthony came in, played 17 minutes, had a couple crucial jump shots. And that's why I like, too. I don't really like to see him shooting all the threes, man. You know, his game has always been around that paint. You know what I mean? You know, the 5-footer, the 5 to 10-footer, that's where he really deadly at. And you seeing him taking those 2 shots back to back was like, they were big shots. No matter how you look at it, they were still big shots. And we got to get honor with honest due. We keep saying LeBron. There's no iron team. LeBron came through at the end, but it was the other players that helped keep the points close or even take the lead. You know what I'm saying? Based on big shots and all that. Malik Monk, a couple big shots. Anthony, big shots. Dwight Howard, like I said, got 22 minutes. I'm still looking for him to get 30 minutes. 22 is close, but I'd rather for him to play 30 minutes, man. I think at the end of the day, Dwight Howard was in the best shape that he ever been in. Look at his physique. The guy looked pretty good, and he could get around the floor. I think he got to get more motivated. But at the end of the day, he was 6 for 12. They went to him. He did hit some free throws. He was 2 for 2 for free throw line. 7 offensive boards. See what I'm saying? 7 offensive boards. Them 7 offensive boards is what helped this team score. And a lot of people don't know that because, like, when you grab 7 offensive boards, that means you give your team opportunity to score again. So he grabbed 7 offensive boards. He had 7 on the defense. 14 rebounds all together. Equal. Their rest. Anyway, 7 offensive rebounds, 7 defensive rebounds. And it was that right there was big, real crucial for us as Lakers fans because these teams was killing us on the board. Like I said before, if the Lakers did not play Dwight Howard, this could have been a different type of game. I'm just going to keep it real. Those 7 offensive rebounds means a lot, and people have to understand and realize that. He had 3 assists, 2 steals, didn't have no blocks, and 1 steal was a nice steal where he popped out a dude hand and they went down there and laid it up, whatever. But like I said, I want to see more Dwight Howard into the rotation, man. He got to at least get 30 minutes. A lot of these guys, man, I'm not knocking them, but they're not really contributing to the team. I'm just going to keep it real, man. I mean, like, if you're not doing anything, sit them on the bench. Bring in the ones that's hot, the ones that's playing good defense, and get it into a rotation. Sometimes guys don't have it that night. You ain't got to play them 20-something minutes. Sit them on the bench, bring somebody else in. Excuse me. Reeves, he ain't really do too much. Play a couple of defensive stops, but didn't do anything. My biggest thing with Reeves, like I said before, besides that game where he shot that big shot, the winning game, and the one game where he had 10 points, I just want more from Reeves. And what I mean by that is that when you get an open look, don't pass it up, young fella. Take that shot. I'm going to keep saying it over and over again. Stop passing them shots up. Take them shots, young fella. You know what I mean? You got to build confidence and motivation within yourself. And like I said, Tucker coming off the bench, plus 14, 19 points, 9 for 13, more under control. He did have 2 turnovers, which I don't mind because at the end of the day, like I said, he was more under control. He was more paused. He didn't really rush out and did a lot of things that usually would turn the ball over or cause him to just do foolish stuff, shall I say. But him and Monk kept us in the game. Him and Monk kept us in the game while the team was trying to figure things out. And then after that, LeBron came to clean it all up. But kudos to the whole team, man. Everybody played a particular role, even the ones that didn't even do anything. Just you being on the court, playing a little bit defense in there, it still matters. The Lakers won. We won 3 in a row. Hope we can continue to build from this momentum and keep winning, man. That's what I'm telling fans, man. Just relax, be patient, stop getting all crazy. Anyway, it's your man, Ever Lover, like shit. Oh, I need to do the what you call. Sorry, I got chest. I'm gonna do wait a minute, real second. I'm gonna go to the team stats real quick. And you see a big difference. But like I said, the difference between Sacramento and the other team is that Sacramento is not a in-paint type of playing team, because they backcourt let it score. So it's like the Portland Trailblazers. The backcourt let it score, and the front line don't really do too much because the point guards and the guards don't really get the other people in position to score and utilize the opportunity to take advantage of, like how Minnesota Timberwolves did, how they was just getting getting their guys involved into the offense. But anyway, the Sacramento shot 51%. We shot 49%. 3-pointers, they were 14 for 34. 41, they would start knocking down towards the end, especially Hills. Our 3-point was 34%. We struggled, 11 for 32. Like I said, I don't like us shooting a lot of threes. The biggest one that shot a lot of them was actually LeBron. Don't really like shooting a lot of threes, man. I'd rather you attack the basket, man. Don't sit back and just wait for something to happen. You know what I mean? Attack the basket, draw the foul, get to the free throw line. That's where that's a higher percentage than the 3-pointer. 3-pointer. Sometimes, me personally, when somebody shoot a 3-pointer and they take a whole bunch of them, it's just I call it just being lazy. You don't want to put the ball on the floor. You don't want to attack the basket. You don't want to run a play. You just sit back there and shoot a 3. Nah, attack the basket. Make them guys foul you. You're a big dude, man. shoot all that, you get 12 threes. You ain't that. You okay, but you not Malik Monk. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we still won. Free throws, we started to decline. We were doing all right. Then we started to fall off again. They shot 77%. We shot 65%. Rebounds, about the same. Offensive rebounds, they had 9. We had 14. Usually the opponent, you had more offensive rebounds than us. This time, we clogged the paint. Dwight Howard played pretty good. And even the small ball lineup, even though we wasn't doing as much, they still, you know, prevented them from getting inside. You know, besides scoring, because, you know, like I said, Foxton was coming in at will, doing what they want. They just didn't utilize their big men to take advantage and put us in foul trouble. Defensive rebounds, like I said, they had 36 to our 30s. Like I said, the rebound was kind of close. They had 31 assists. We had 24. I think the ball movement should have been a little bit more better. You know what I'm saying? Because there's still a lot of ISO plays. And, you know what I mean? And because of that, that's why this game was close to what it is. Excuse me. Steals, they had 2 to our 6. Blocks. Excuse me. God dang. Excuse me, y'all. Blocks, they had 3 to our 5. Turnovers, 18 to our 5. And points off turnover, they 21 and to 10. So we only gave 10 points off turnover. They gave us 21 points off turnovers. So we took advantage of the turnovers. Fast break points, like I said, we really didn't get no fast breaks. They had 6, we had 7. Points in the paint, look at that. Dwight Howard, 62 points in the paint, because by him being in there, open up the paint, it allows the defense to be honest. So, you know, Dwight Howard scored, what, 14 points? and look at us attacking the paint. See what I'm talking about? When we attacked the paint, 62 points in the paint. They had 46. They had 18 fouls. We had 16 fouls. Largest lead, they had 7 to our 8. Like I tell you, man, we can control the paint. We just got to play Dwight Howard more. But anyway, it's your man, Herbal Lover, coming live direct from your mama's basement. Love you guys. Y'all be blessed. Be safe out there, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.